All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Chopping It Up with P. Scott. I'm Prescott Kelly. Today is Wednesday, June 14th. It's about 9:30 here in Alaska. I got my guy, Chili Dean, shopping with me tonight. The hot sauce. I don't even know what to say, man.
Huh?
It sounds like if you're an expert, it sounds like I'm actually downgrading you.
Yeah, no, I'm just enthusiast. How about that? That's I'm just like really.
Enthusiast sounds like I'm downgrading you too as well, man.
I don't know. All good.
It's all good, but Chili Dean chopping it with us from Washington. So, when did you actually get into this, my man? And why? When and why? Because I've had some hot sauces in my day. Dog, that sounds like I've seen your videos too. That seems like a terrible thing to want to do.
I'll be honest. Like, okay, so it started back when quarantine started. Everything was locked down. Before COVID, pre-COVID, the hottest thing I had was Cholula. You know, your normal table diner sauces.
No, I don't believe it.
It's true.
No, I don't believe it, dog. I don't believe it.
It's true. And then I started watching other people eat all this crazy hot stuff. And then my wife's like, why don't you try that? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then I jumped into it, and I guess I just fell in love with it, and I just immersed myself into it and learned a few lessons.
Dude, okay, so you and I talked a bit off stage. There's no way that Cholula was like the hottest thing you've ever eaten before you started doing hot sauce challenges. I don't believe that.
That was pretty much where I stopped at, man. That, you know, because I never really ventured out. And then what got me started is I went. Secret Aardvark has a habanero sauce, and that was significantly hotter than Cholula.
I've had not that specific sauce, but I've had Secret Aardvark, and they are good.
Oh yeah, dude. And after that, I just like, oh crap, there's way better stuff out there. So then I just kept. Then I started joining hot sauce groups, and then I started finding all these small batch makers, and then that's when I really immersed myself. I saw people in the field.
But so it was like the Cholula, and then like you just like from there you just found other people like in kind of your space, in your social group, or did you drive, like did something actually kind of drive you to want to I want to eat the hottest thing? Like, did Hot Wings ever inspire you, or like, you know, these guys are sissies.
Yeah, dude.
These guys are sissies. I'll take that off.
So back in like high school age, I did sports a little bit, and I have somewhat of a competitive personality with that. So my attitude was, if all these people can do it, I can do it. And then it's me proving to myself I can do it. And that's how it started, really.
But for hot sauce, though, that's a weird dynamic, and it's an odd thing to want to get into.
Sure. Yeah, no, I can see. Originally I wanted to do, when I started a channel, I was thinking of doing music reactions and reviews.
Oh, you have music reactions now, though.
Yeah, I added it in now.
Really cool.
Which is fun. It's fun because, man, you know, some of these challenges wreck my gut, and I need like a couple days to.
As dads, we get bubble guts. It happens.
Yeah. No, but I wanted to do the music initially, but it was so heavily saturated with so many people And then I saw hot sauce, and then I don't know why I went to it, but I'm happy I did. But now I love it, man.
That's cool though, and that's the thing. If I mean, I love hot sauce, and my wife, my kid, they just don't understand it. Like, isn't that going to wreck your stomach? I'm like, yeah, probably will. But
Yeah. You know what's funny is people watch my videos and they assume I put the hottest sauce as possible in my food. I don't. In normal, like medium. I want to be able to taste my food good. If something's too hot, I want to enjoy. When I go into, like, say, a challenge, I have a completely different mindset. It's like a competitive push through it. Whereas for sauces, it's, will this make my food good? But
well, that makes a lot of sense because yeah, I'm the same thing with you. Is like because you saw me live stream my food challenge out here, and you're like, that's pretty crazy that
yeah,
for somebody who's never done competitive eating, that you at least got to that point. But I'm not. I love hot food, but I also want to taste good. To your point as well. Like I want it to be spicy, but if I can't taste anything, what the hell's the point of it? If it's a challenge, that's one thing though.
yeah. And that's what I preach over and over on my videos, that heat is nice, but flavor's king. If it doesn't have good flavor, what's the point? And
Absolutely.
no, because I can take a sauce that tastes good, but it's not that hot. I can add some pepper powder to it and boost the heat up if I want, and not really affect the flavor much.
For sure. Well, Nigel is saying, what's good, folks? Nigel, what's good too, my man? Good to see you back in the group chat. He is okay. So this is where things might get interesting because I know you, Chili Dean, are a Seahawks fan. Nigel is a Cowboys fan. Oh, he also says there's a major difference between good spice and just all kinds of hot for no goddamn reason. You're right. And that, Nigel, you're right. And that's the exact point of what we're talking about, is that we love spicy food, but Chili does reviews of just hot sauces just because he's a goddamn assassin.
Like,
It's
example.
gnarly, dude. Do you okay, Chili? Do you have some representatives behind you?
Some what? Some sauces?
Nigel, you are right. There is a reason for having spice to food, but if it's too damn hot, it's for no reason. This dude does it for no damn reason except for to just be better than us at being able to tolerate the hottest on the planet. It's gnarly, dude.
Dude, I will say that I thought the sauces were crazy, and then my buddy hooked me up with these.
Nigel said, "May his colon be forever merciful." Well done, Nigel. I applaud that.
No, I just I like to push myself.
When was your last colonoscopy by chance?
Never had one. I've never had any. Actually, you know what's funny? I used to have a ton of acid reflux, man. I don't really anymore. I don't know if like the spice is killing the acid in my stomach or.
Wait, you used to have acid reflux, but you don't anymore?
I used to pop multiple times a day, man, before I started this, and I hardly have to now. I don't know why. I can't explain it.
That is pretty incredible because I would imagine that if you're doing this for essentially not even really just and giggles, literally just shits, I would imagine be worse than that, dog.
Yeah. No, there are some other after effects I just won't discuss right now. You know that it gets brutal sometimes.
No, open up.
Yeah.
Open up.
So
we're all family, dog.
so like I learned something, man. I can feel the heat go down, like my throat, my chest. If it starts hit the lower back, you better cut the live and go to the bathroom, dude, because you are going to cramp hard. And
What's the hottest thing you've ever eaten as far as sauces? Because I've seen your unpackings. What's the hottest hot sauce that somebody has ever gifted to you? Because I want to buy that from you so that I can have an ultimate terrible bathroom moment as well.
dude, I will say the one that absolutely freaking wrecked me. Where'd it go? I probably got mad and hit it.
Erect.
It's from New Zealand. Where did it go? Oh, sorry, man. No, but where did it go? Really? I'm having a brain fart.
There.
I will say, like, this company right here, can't see, sorry.
All right. So for the people who can't see what it is, what
This this is by Coley's. And Coley's is actually, they're from New Zealand. And when I say it's hot, this is one of those you legit just put a few drops in your food. If you take a spoonful, it's gonna ruin your day, man. Like,
really?
dude, your first three ingredients is scorpion, naga, and Carolina Reaper. When that's the first three ingredients, dude, that is hot because that's the heaviest.
Yeah, that's the whole naga, and not gonna have a good day.
Yeah, not exactly.
Dude,
And
crazy.
there's sometimes, like, on the challenges, people have asked me, why do you do so many multiples in a challenge? Like, I did 8 on one like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, dude, you're stupid for that.
And here's my motto. Here's my philosophy on this. I'm already gonna ruin my night, bro. I might as well ruin it like epic.
It's really, I tell you, if your intention is to do that, it's really hard to argue that logic.
Well, and I do it for League of Fire.
For what?
If you have I talked to you about that?
The Ring of Fire?
League of Fire.
No, you have. Oh,
all right. I'm gonna fill people in on that now.
Guys, this is a secret club that only you are invited to if you're watching right now.
Honestly, anybody can join, and you just have to do a challenge and submit it.
Don't tell them that. It's an exclusive club, Chili.
Now, man, it's like an international ranking system. And they rank challenges by points. And the higher the point on the challenge, the more it's going to mess your day up because there's a higher difficulty.
All are just like layering on top of layers.
Yeah, man. Like, this is a 1 point challenge, so it's like nothing. It's like, well, to me, it's nothing. This bar right here, the Moab, that's like a 5 point challenge.
You know that, right? When you say when you say a 1 point challenge and that's nothing
to me,
that's disrespectful for all of us normies. You need to know that.
You could do this. I know you could.
Oh, the 1 point. Oh, hell yeah. Well,
yeah, dude, totally.
I did that hot sauce challenge about a month or a year and a half ago. I had 8 of the hottest wings I've ever had. I could absolutely have. Is that challenge just one? Because if it's just one, I could.
This is just a 1 point challenge, man, and it's basically it's a Rice Krispie cube. They put orange essence or orange oil in there and dip it in white chocolate, and it's got super hot pepper powder in there.
Oh, dude, that sounds amazing! Actually,
dude, the old Agnes store. I'll have to send you a link. They're down in Oregon, and it's a husband and wife run store, and they make these challenges. they made this one. It's like a Rice Krispie square dipped in chocolate. It's got Reaper. That's the one that I ate eight of these, and I'm actually going to try and push for 12 next time.
12?
The record's 15.
Dog. Okay. we are gonna live stream that one because that is whew, holy sheesh. All right. So
Hey, if you ever want to sit in on one of my challenges, like come on my channel and sit with me, because sometimes I need a person running the timer even, man. Let me know.
yo, I'd love to. I would love to. That'd be amazing, dude. I'd love to do that.
Hell yeah. We'll get it done, man.
For sure. Well, so oh yeah. What we were gonna do is we need to figure out. You and I talked about this. I would say what about a month ago? You and I need to do like a hot wings challenge.
Absolutely.
We're both doing the exact same wing, the exact same hot sauce, and we can live stream and you can see me not being as good at what you do as you are as what you do because I could not do it.
You know, and that's one thing I've learned. A lot of it's psychological. If you tell yourself you can't, you probably can't. But if you say, F it, I'm going to do this.
Dude,
And
no, I've seen what you've eaten. No, I can't. Like, I want to believe I can because I know that I can eat certain things to a certain degree, but I've seen what you've consumed. I'm not that animal in that regard, though, my man.
that's fair. That's fair.
You are one of one, dog. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, so you are a Seahawks fan, correct?
Yes, I am. Seahawks
So
and Mariners, unfortunately.
oh well, the Mariners.
They're struggling, man. They're struggling, but like always, I love them though.
Well, I mean, it's really hard to hate the Mariners based on the Mariners are what I've always kind of equated when it comes to sports. There are two teams where I feel like these franchises are the baby brothers of everybody. So when it comes to football, the Buffalo Bills used to be that up until the last like 3 years. They were the baby brothers and everybody loved them and like, oh, well, they're fun. I hope they win, even though we know that they won't. And then we look at the Mariners, who were that same team where they had Griffey, who was the coolest player ever, and they had Edgar Martinez and Tito Martinez and the big unit.
Dude, Jay Buhner,
Jay Buhner, we loved
Jamie Moyer.
Those early 2000s Seattle Mariners were dope. And even though they weren't good except for 1 year when they had like 100 and what? They had 112 wins?
I think I might be wrong, but I swear we hit 116. I swear.
It may have been.
And then we out.
But they had a bonkers year. But everybody loved that squad because they were so fun to watch. And man, I feel bad, man. I feel bad because like there is not if you ask anybody who watches baseball and they say who is the greatest home run hitter ever, most of them will say Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds or Griffey.
But if you say who is the best hitter ever, they'll say Tony Gwynn.
Oh, dude, without a doubt.
Right. But if you ask anybody who has the best swing, it's Griffey, and nobody ever will combat it.
Dude, it's the prettiest swing, and like I could sit there and watch his swing in slow motion and just go, "Oh my god!"
It's the most beautiful swing ever. Nigel says, "I share the Mariners' pain with you, sir." which I'm sure that he's talking about me. Wait, oh wait, I got well Nigel. Okay, now I'm interested because
Is he a
Nigel.
Mariner fan?
No, Nigel is a Cowboys fan, so that's why
Cowboys.
he goes. I share you the Mariners pain with you,
Oh,
trying to figure out. Oh, maybe just because of the playoff drought, but when we're looking at how Seattle in its entirety, dude, the Mariners, those early 2000s teams were the best. I don't care they didn't win anything. Like Charles Barkley is my favorite player ever. The Buffalo Bills, my favorite team ever. So not winning championships are kind of my thing. So I can just enjoy the greatness. They
dude.
were so much fun to watch.
It was so fun, man. But
Okay, so Nigel is a Mariners fan. He was born in Seattle. I actually didn't know that. Nigel, I did not know that you were born in Seattle. So,
nice. Respect.
and that's where Chile is from. Chile is actually in Washington.
Yeah, I'm just a few hours east of Seattle, basically.
What city are you in actually?
Wenatchee, which is like almost dead center of the state. If you look up like Leavenworth or whatever, it's like right there. It's pretty much in the center of the state on the east side of the Cascades. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I live in Alaska. I've been there once. I've been to Washington once in my entire lifetime. And I took my son and my wife to a baseball game with my son. I think it was on his either third or fourth birthday. And we had to leave by inning 5. And as we were leaving, they were playing the Orioles. Yeah, we were the Mariners were playing the Orioles. And the moment that we were leaving, somebody hit a home run. Of course, because why wouldn't they?
Right. Yeah. Their way, they can't do it when you watch, man.
Yeah.
You made them nervous, Prescott.
You're so damn right. I hate
like,
it.
Just turn around so I can hit the ball, man.
Would somebody make that 4-year-old leave the stadium?
I just can't stand the way that kid's chewing. Can they just, yeah.
Stupid toddlers.
Oh my gosh.
But all right. So Nigel said also, Ted Williams had a beautiful swing. He did. Ted Williams and Vlad. I'm assuming he met Vlad Guerrero. Dude,
Vlad Guerrero, man, he pissed me off. Huh?
Really? Of course, he pisses you off.
He pissed me off because like you could throw a ball in the dirt and he'd hit it in the home run.
Vlad Guerrero turned into Tiger Woods super quick.
Oh.
So, but as somebody who is a Seahawks fan,
yeah,
I would imagine that now you are very much happy that. I would imagine that you're happy that Russell Wilson's gone. Obviously, with the how last year turned out, it probably makes you feel even better. But are you certain that they'll have that down of a year again?
You know, I'm struggling with the Seahawks this year because I think they have certain parts that they draft. I think their receiver core is going to be solid. We got DK, got Tyler, and that new guy we just drafted. I think he's going to be a beast. If I'm honest, I haven't seen enough tape on him, but from what I've seen, it looks good. I think our defense is a huge freaking question mark again. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing I always worry about when it comes to when we're starting to figure out what teams are, either offensively or defensively, what always worries me is that one year we try to overcompensate and say this is how good a team is when maybe they're not. And that might be where Seattle is right now. Their secondary last year was really good. Linebacking core was really good. front four was really good. But
I think,
but
yeah.
when you get tape on people, things are going to change. And the same thing with Geno Smith is they gave that dog like what, a 3-4 year extension. But
That's something.
it wasn't overly committed though. I'll give them that.
Yeah. I you know, I will give Geno Smith credit. He outperformed my expectations by a lot last year. A
Oh,
lot.
and he outperformed everybody's expectations last year.
Yeah, he did. And Seattle as a whole did, because everyone expected us to get like what, 3 wins, and I'm like, no, we're gonna get more than that. I thought we'd at least go 500.
Can I ask you what the reason why you thought you would get? Because you're right. Everybody thought that either Detroit or Seattle would get 3 wins. Was there a reason why you thought that, besides Geno, was there anything that made you feel better about the Seahawks getting more than 3 wins?
I just feel like Pete Carroll. I know a lot of people hate him, but that dude knows how to motivate players to play better. He knows how to build a coaching staff to push people, and they build such a positive culture. And I feel like positive energy can create momentum like that. I just didn't buy the whole 3-win thing. I think we'll at least go 500, and they outperform my expectations even. Will Geno do that again? I don't know. Was that a fluke? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's a fair assessment. And I kind of had the exact same thing. And I just saw what Nigel posted about a minute or so ago was kind of what I was thinking. He says, well, it doesn't help that the Rams bombed and the Cards returned to their natural form, because there was, remember 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, uh, the Cardinals were what, 11-0 or something ridiculous like that. And then they bombed towards the end of the season. And then last year they bombed again, regardless of whether it was because of injuries to Kyler Murray or DeAndre Hopkins. But the NFC West is it's always, it's been, it always kind of changes, but the NFC West has always been very top heavy. Either the Niners are always there or they're down here. The Seahawks are here or they're down here. The Cardinals are down here or they're up here. Same thing with the Rams. And he makes a good point, and that was the reason why I asked that question, is because the Cardinals, man, they're downtrodden. They got rid of Hopkins. Seattle is, to me, I don't think that Seattle's going to be. They could still be a wild card team just because the NFC is so weak.
I think the Niners are the team this year in our division.
Oh yeah. I don't even care who the quarterback is. It's the Niners, unless they have to go their 7th string quarterback.
Right.
That's the only way that San Francisco isn't the winner of the NFC West.
Yeah, I feel strongly. I'm not going to make like a prediction yet, but I guess I will. I think Seattle will take the wild card. I do. I'm looking at the Rams are kind of in the down. The Rams seem like they're kind of going down a bit, and then the Cardinals are just falling apart. So I think Seattle can take the wild card spot.
They probably could, and that's the whole thing. Like when I talk about playoff spots, is the AFC. I guess, well, both. When it comes to conferences, obviously, like, you have your one division winners. So if the NFC North, South, and East all have one, and all you have is the NFC West, so if you don't win that division, you may not get to the playoffs, or you could have 3 playoff teams from the same division. The AFC isn't the exact same way, though.
Yeah, I feel like Man, the AFC has such good quarterback talent right now.
It's
They really
stupid.
do.
It's just stupid.
It's stacked, man. That's why I was like, I think even if the Seahawks made it in, I see a lot of people like we can win the Super Bowl. I'm like, I don't think we're that caliber, but I think we can squeeze into a playoff spot. Just being realistic.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair assessment that if Seattle could, because like I said, if you look at the NFC North, it's probably, man, flip a coin. You know,
Sure.
I don't think it's Green Bay. Look, it doesn't matter who you throw in the NFC North. You're only getting one team. 'Cause if
I feel like it's going to be between the Vikings and the Lions. That's my gut feeling, but one of those two. But I don't know.
People are so low on the Vikings right now, but they've got so much talent. It's really difficult for me to, and you can say whatever you want to about Kirk Cousins, and
He puts up numbers.
but that's the whole thing. Whatever you say about Kirk Cousins, you would be right. But if you're just asking, can they win that division? That's not asking a whole lot. And I think that's a pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings won the NFC North.
Yeah.
But so what else do you have on the docket, man? So what are you trying to promote? What you got going on?
Well, like, man, I'm just trying to rise up in the rankings more. I'm planning on more stuff. I got more challenges coming tomorrow. I'm just loading up right now. This Sunday, they down in San Diego, they have the America's Belt Pepper Eating Championship, which I hope to get invited to one year. Not because I think I can win, but because to sit at the table with the best in the country would be incredible, But I'm going to be doing reaction basically to it, basically adding commentary onto, so people that don't know what the heck's going on, I can try and explain it. So, that and sorry,
You're only 1 hour behind me, man. It's only 11 o'clock there.
my kid is sick.
I said, buck up, good sir.
No. my kid stabbed me in the eye like an hour ago.
Prove it.
Dude, like she walked up with the toy and went right in my eyeball. I was like, what the?
Chili, prove it.
Right, it hit me right there.
I said, prove it. I don't see it.
It did. It happened. I promise.
You are a liar, good sir.
No, dude, but going back on the Russell Wilson thing, dude, Seahawks fans, they trashed me for being happy about him going.
Well, but I guess that's one thing when it comes to, I think what fans do, and we can do the whole thing about, fan is short for fanatic, which obviously we all know. And it's a weird thing because here's the deal. Had Russell not sucked so much in his first year in Denver, that trade would have looked like a blessing to Denver. But what happens is we want to be prisoner of the moment, and we want to say that's the worst trade in NFL history. Now, obviously there was a caveat because that money that was attached to him and what Seattle has to incur, yes, not great.
Yeah.
But he doesn't look broken yet.
No, and I think that he's going to bounce back a bit next season. I think he is.
I think so too. And it's not just because I hate this. I absolutely hate this where we say we got a new coach. we're going to figure it out. We got everything done. No, you don't. Just because you have Sean Payton doesn't mean he's going to get fixed, and it doesn't mean that he's going to win a championship.
Yeah, because
Does it mean he's going to be better than what? 9 TDs and 16 interceptions? Yeah, probably. But just because you got Sean Payton does not mean that he is going to be an MVP candidate. So you guys can knock that.
yeah, here's the thing about Sean Payton. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to say he's a bad coach. Not at all. But to think he can just walk into Denver and boom, they're in the championship conversation. I need to see something first because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they only get one in New Orleans with Drew Brees?
Super Bowls?
Yeah.
He got one Super Bowl in New Orleans. Yeah.
And wasn't that the year the whole Bounty Gate thing happened? Or was I wrong? Am I wrong?
Actually, I think it was because that was the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning, right? Because they had the onside kick.
And
that's not that those two things like intertwined necessarily, but I believe, I don't know.
I'm not saying that that's the reason they won. I'm just saying that wasn't that the year that whole scandal happened. I thought it was. I could be wrong, and I'm willing to be wrong. You know.
I do think that you're right on that. But again, I don't think it had anything to do necessarily with them winning their Super Bowl. But I do think you're right as far as the time frame, though.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sorry. I'm going to go hop into the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Wilson trade cannot be judged off one season, but it's not looking good. I agree with that.
That's fair.
I always agree. Whenever a trade happens, and especially when there's picks involved, you cannot judge a trade based off of one season. It's not possible because you have to know exactly what you're getting out of that quarterback, because that's the situation, and also what you're getting in return. And those guys are going to take at least 3 years usually to develop. So that I 100% agree with. Now, depending on what you give up, it can be a little bit more, it can seem like it's more arduous in what you're trying to accomplish as a team going forward. But I will say, it is very, very, very difficult to assume how good a trade is on its initial impact based on if you're giving out draft picks, because you cannot dictate what those draft picks will be until you have them and develop them. So I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, and that's fair. The only way that that anyone could have said it was a bad deal for Denver is if Russell Wilson suffered like some career-ending injury in that first season. Then that's the only way. I do think Russell's on the decline. I don't think he's done. If that makes sense.
No, it absolutely does. And you can be on the way down, but not be on the way out.
I think, yeah.
And Russell, I think, is the epitome of that, because we've seen Russ play for a long time. And I think what the overwhelming majority of what we see with him is that when he wins Super Bowls, it's because he got, for lack of a better term, he got carried, and the defense got, oh, never mind. Oh, I was trying to do something, didn't work. But so I'll edit that later. But
all good.
What was the thing was like when he had no help and he was getting Super Bowls by the defense. It was Russ was getting the and that's what he got. It was the you're the quarterback, dog. You're getting all of the praise. And then what happened when the Legion of Boom left?
And beast mode.
Everything, man.
And that's what I try to tell people. It's not that Russ is a
later for the podcast because I really, really, really that up.
All right. Yeah, no, and people think I'm trashing on Russ when I say that you have to give the Legion of Boom credit. It was a historic defense. I mean, there were so many games that were so close that Russell didn't perform well in, and the defense bailed him out, but that's the thing. It's a team sport.
Well, and that's, I totally agree with you on that. And I think that what we do as fans is we can sometimes kind of oversimplify it to, well, it's just a team sport. And it is, because you're right. It obviously is. And I'm not trying to describe that.
I get it.
It 100% is. But at the same point, it's, if that dude is supposed to be the best dude on the field, you better be the best dude on the field, especially if you're gonna pay him that way.
Yeah, yeah, no, and I think people maybe they didn't appreciate as much when it was happening, but Marshawn Lynch, he opened up that deep bone for Russell so much because defenses were so worried about up front Marshawn charging in that Russell could bomb it down the field. So Russell, in order for him to be successful, if Denver wants him to be successful, I don't wish anything bad on him. If they want him to be successful, they have to have a run game going. They have to have that power run.
Don't do that. It hurts me. You know that Marshawn Lynch was a Buffalo Bill first, right?
Yes, I do, and thank you.
It hurts me. It hurts me, Chili. It hurts me in my heart. Hurts me in my and I hate you for it.
And they shouldn't have let him go, man. He's a good running back. I mean, the dude.
Oh, yeah, he was good, but play for a doo-doo butter franchise with a doo-doo butter offensive line. Dude, his quarterback was like Trent Edwards or JP Lossman or both. I hate it, dude. I hate it here. I hate it here as a Bills fan. I hate it here. I'm in Alaska and I hate it here, dog. Not cool.
But yeah, I feel like when they started to having to pay Russell more, man, when they had to pay Russell more and they had to start taking pieces of the defense out, that's when it started.
No, you're totally right. It was funny. It was like Nigel just said he was like, y'all really love Fred Jackson, JP Lossman, and Trent Edwards. Do I love Fred Jackson? Nigel, don't you ever respect Fred Jackson.
Fred Jackson's a dog, man. He is.
JP Lossman and Trent Edwards can get all of the smoke. I hate all of those. With a, and if you don't believe me, I can with a. I don't care about a. I like Lee Evans too. Liam.
So,
oh my God. The Bills have squandered so many great players. It's so frustrating. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Chili, you got to get out of here, or you want to stick around for a bit?
I just wanted to talk about one more thing, and then I probably got to jump off. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump tracks to the Blazers. And I haven't caught up on your podcast.
The Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to catch? Oh, okay.
Just a little bit. So a thing came out. This whole thing that they've talked about trades and maybe he'd be traded and all this buzz. And now they're like, no, we're not going to trade him. I don't believe it. He needs to get traded. I'm sorry. He's
going to get. Oh, you mean Dame Lillard?
Yeah, no, I love. He's a good player, but I can tell he does not want to be there anymore.
He's getting traded.
He's getting traded.
He's going to get traded. I've been saying this for 2 years now that he's been playing the loyalty card too close to the chest, and he always says it. I want to stay here. I want to win here. I'm gonna be a dude here. And he always says. He always says he wants to do it. But now, over the past 4 or 5 months, this man has said, well, I want to go play in Miami. Yeah, dog, because you know that you have no chance in Portland. And what he's going to do is he wants to chase a ring. And the thing about him is the same thing I said about Kevin Durant. If you want to go chase a ring, go chase a ring. Guess what? Your validation of your legacy by simp fans will not matter.
Yeah.
If Dame Lillard gets traded to Miami, let's just say that, because that's where he wants to go. Let's just like hypothetically, let's just say that's where he goes. And he wins a ring. It's going to be you chased a ring. And he still doesn't win. No matter what he does, he is absolutely unless he wins a ring in Portland, which he will not do because that roster is doo-doo butter. Also, because of the fact that he signed an extension that basically pays him $60 million a year for the next 2 of the next 3 years.
Yeah, no, that crippled him more. No, and you know that
he's a fake loyalty guy, man. It is the absolute attitude.
Yeah, he is. I can tell. It's like
I love loyalty guys, but don't pretend like you're loyal forever. And then once you realize that your career is done, you go, you know what? You know, maybe I'm not sure if I should be here anymore. You know what you do? That is not how this works, dog.
You know, a little. It drives me crazy when people say, "Oh, he chased a ring." Isn't that what all players are doing? Aren't they all chasing a ring? Is that not what they're doing?
Well, and that's my biggest point for me personally is like I have no problem with. Oops, I think we may have lost.
Whoops! Whoa!
I can hear you.
Let me.
There we go.
All right. For some reason, I think my battery's getting low, so I'll probably have to jump off soon.
Oh, no worries. There you go. So for me, like the problem with me is like I have no problem if you say I've said this exact same thing when it comes to coaches and like new GMs and owners and presidents. Just stick by your guns. If you say everybody's up for trade, then everybody's up for trade.
Yeah.
If you say I want to stay here and I want to be here, then stay here and be here. That's totally good, man. What I hate is the back and forth. Once you realize that is getting too real for you, and that is what Dame's doing.
Yeah.
Things are getting too real for him. And he goes, I'm not going to win anything here. So now I have to open up the playbook to get the trade book.
Yep. And
that's people have been in my mentions for months now. Yo, how could you ever blame Dame? He's a good dude. He wants to be loyal. He wanted to be loyal until now. He wanted to be loyal until right now. And now he wants to move on.
Yeah. You know, fake loyalty and true loyalty, Dame, the more I see it, at first I was like, nah, he's loyal. And the more I see him, the more I'm like, he's fake loyal. He's not. It's all mouth. It's all for the cameras, you know. I can tell the
He's
body language that he's being fake.
he's basically Russell Wilson with better bars.
Yes. And then a piggyback, and then another thing, someone
that
I
right?
consider true loyal player, Edgar Martinez. That
Oh,
dude,
we go right
yeah,
back to
I know I'm switching sports, but as far as loyalty goes, I mean, dude, that guy stuck with them through his whole career. When they were terrible, when they were good, and when they were terrible again, and
was
I
was
never heard him complain.
was Edgar always a Mariner?
I believe so. I believe he played his entire career. He started as third base for the Mariners, and I believe,
Troy Tito.
and
I feel like
Tino Martinez was, I think, first base, and they played together for a bit. But then when Edgar he got older, got too slow, they moved him to DH, and it worked out.
didn't one of the Mariner brothers play, or I'm sorry, when didn't the one of the Martinez brothers either play for Detroit or like Chicago?
I want to say that was Tino, because Tino played for a few teams, but I think Edgar stuck with the Mariners. I'm going to have to look on that, but I'm positive he was with the Mariners his whole career.
I could have swore there was one Martinez brother that played for like Detroit or something, and that's eluding me, and I really don't like it.
Probably is another Martinez besides them, because just purely for the fact that Martinez is a pretty common name, and there was quite a few players. So
that's fair. Anyway, so I know we got to hang it up soon. So, Mr. Chili Dean, go ahead and plug yourself again, because this is one of my favorite people on the planet, and I love what he does, and I cannot do what he does at all. I tried, but Mr. Chili Dean, what do you got coming up, and what is it that you do so that people listening and watching can actually follow you, and where can they find you?
Man, so I'm mainly on YouTube. Go look up Chili Dean Reacts. I do a lot of music reactions right now. I do spice hot sauce reviews, snack reviews, challenges. It's just a chill, fun time. If you want to just chill out with me and have a good time, I mean, I pop on live sometime and just talk to people too. So yeah, just come over and hang out if you like metal, or if you don't, or if you like spice. I try and have something for about everyone on there, you know, now.
For sure. And that is my man Chili Dean. Go ahead, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop, if you can grab me your link, I'll go ahead and drop it in the link for the live stream so people can follow you as well. As always, you guys know the drill. Stay up, stay blessed. You can catch the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Make sure you tell your friends, hide your kids, hide your wives. Thank you so much, Chili Dean, for your time and your effort.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. If you love hot sauce like I do, you better go ahead and follow this man. But we'll go ahead and get that link dropped in the I don't even do this. I don't do this, man. Like, I don't do the dropping the thing. I'm spitballing right now. Anyway, we will get this thing dropped off to you. That was really bad on my end. It's gonna show notes. In the show notes, we'll put that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Chili Dean, my man, thank you so much for your time. Stay up, stay blessed, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys.
Thank you, man.
For sure, man. Appreciate your time, bud.
Jump off.